Can you actually close video deals from Facebook ads? I know a lot of people are super skeptical about this, so I wanted to make a short video pulling back the curtain, showing you our clients' pipelines, and showing you exactly how we get the leads, where they come from, if they do indeed come from Facebook, how we actually get them on a call, and how we turn those into deals and money for our video agency owners. Now, I know a lot of people are very skeptical that ads could even work for them if they've just mainly been relying on word of mouth, referral, cold calling, and things like that. They're like, how could ads possibly bring people into me? And the funny thing is it's actually a lot easier than doing cold outreach, because these people come in, they're warm, they want to talk to you, they want to learn more about what it is that you actually have to sell them, and you don't have to do all that pushy sales stuff that you have to do when you're cold calling people and DMing people and having to do all this crazy stuff. So in today's video, I want to pull back the curtain and just show you our clients' pipelines and show you the deals that they have so you can get a better idea of how this actually works and how it could work for you. Let's dive in. All right, so this is inside of one of our clients' pipelines, and this is something that we build out for our clients so you have an accurate depiction of where every lead is. So you know where people are in the sales process, whether they have booked a new sales call with you, whether they had that sales call and they're in a hot list, they're in follow-up, you close the deal, you downsold them to something, or they're not a fit or not interested. Now, obviously, I have the names and company names blocked out here to respect this client's privacy and the leads that they have paid to generate, because you're watching this on YouTube and you didn't pay to generate these leads. So these are these clients' leads. But I'm here to show you exactly how this works so you can get a behind the scenes look that most people don't get to see of how you can generate leads and close deals from paid ads. So essentially what happens is we run an ad, and that ad says, hey, if you're this type of person, click the link below, enter your information, schedule a call. Very simple. We have obviously the messaging of the ad that we build out with our clients to make sure that it is accurate. But once we do that, essentially these people then book a call, and then they go into one of these pipeline stages right here. And then you then hop on Zoom call with them or on a Google Meet call. And then you turn that person, you go through a sales process that we give you and that we train with you on. And you go through that sales process, and then you pitch them your retainer prices at the end. In this case, this client has a couple of different retainer packages, but one of the ones, and he's closed this in just the past couple of months, 144K, but you could see he'll typically close $36,000 deals with them. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click into one of these opportunities and show you exactly where the lead came from and how it works. Click in here. You can see the contact. Obviously, we've blurred the contact information and any sort of sensitive information from our client, but you can see that this is one of the examples of where they conversate within the CRM that we build with our clients. They basically come in. So the lead opted in on this day here, and then they came in and the setter, his appointment setter, or someone on his team reached out to that person and called them to connect with them. They ended up connecting with them and then booking them on a sales appointment with Brandon from this company. And so from there, they then sent them an email, right? They moved them to a new opportunity stage inside of the pipeline. And then Brandon ended up sending them the link and sending them a couple of YouTube videos that they can go through to basically check out some more information about them before the call. And then they asked them to send over their website to their home service business. And then their home service business, they sent that website right here. And then they said, thank you. And then basically they went through and sent them the Zoom link and then said, hey, I'm about to hop on. And then they ended up closing this deal saying, hey, Brandon's going to be coming by your office tomorrow to kick things off with marketing. And then we ended up moving that over. They said, thank you for the update. We're looking forward to meeting him. And this is somebody you can see the activity right over here from where they came in and then where they ended up. And so you could see this came from Facebook ads. They ended up seeing the ad, opted into the lead form, and you can see exactly which campaign they came from ads. They opted into that lead form, and then they ended up going in and booking a call on the 14th, and then they turned that into a sale. Here's an example of another lead that came through one of our clients' funnels from paid ads that is doing between 100 to 200K a month. They ended up closing this deal for 50K. You can see that they came directly from their Facebook lead form right up here, and that was on January 7th. They ended up closing the deal, and you can see in here, the lead was created, and then they said who it is. And then they said, yes, this is so-and-so. Then they responded back, and then they ended up getting them on a call. They said, first off, great ad, great lead funnel. Yes, I'd love to book an appointment. How's tomorrow? Now, this is the power of having an inbound system where people are reaching out to you and they're saying, yes, I would love to book a call with you. I'd love to learn more about your video services. I would love to learn more about how you can possibly help my business grow. And they want what it is that you are selling, your video services. And they ended up closing this deal for 50K, which I'm going to jump over to the pipeline in just a second and show you that. But this is a perfect example of a very qualified lead who's coming from Facebook ads, who's booking on your calendar, right? Yes, let's book here. It's a great time. Yep, perfect. And then they end up calling him, having the conversation. The opportunity was created, and then they ended up closing the deal and moving it over to a closed deal. And as you can see, they closed this deal for $50,000. And this is somebody who came in directly from their lead funnel and directly from the funnel and the system that we built for them. And here's an example of another client who's working with us, and they have deals in here. People who've booked on their calendar, people who are in follow-up. So they have $48,000 in follow-up. They have $96,000 that they've closed from paid ads. I'm trying to help everyone understand that all you're doing with Facebook ads is getting your message in front of the right types of people. And then you're asking them to take an action, which is submit a lead form, schedule a call, reach out to you. And because you have that inbound traffic, you do not have to rely on reaching out to other people. And I think a lot of people just have this myth that paid ads don't work for video agencies when they 100% do. I can show you endless pipelines exactly like this, showing people who have closed tons and tons and tons of deals directly from Facebook ads. You just have to do them the correct way. What a lot of people get wrong is they try to run the wrong ads, the wrong targeting, the wrong system setups, the wrong pipelines. They don't have the right follow-up systems in place. They don't have the right offer. They don't have the right sales process. They don't have the right ways to get people to show up for that sales process. And it's this whole bridge that if you have one or two bricks missing, the whole bridge collapses and it doesn't hold itself up. So hopefully this gives you guys a little bit more clarity on exactly how this works. Hopefully that was helpful. If you guys want to learn more about how we can actually set a system like this up for you, go ahead and click the link below, schedule a demo with our team, and we'd be happy to see if we can actually help. And if not, keep enjoying the free YouTube videos, and we'll see you in the next one.